Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. We just got home from our cruise and the first video I'm sharing with you guys is what I'm meal prepping. We ate actually pretty good on vacation. There was enough really clean options on the ship and when we were traveling to not really fall off the wagon as far as our diet goes, but I don't want to say diet, more like lifestyle. But I do still want to just get back on track and just start eating like our food again. So I am meal prepping a couple things that should last us about 3 days. I don't like to meal prep for like 5 days. Food can go really rancid in the fridge and it can build up mold if it's in there too long. So I just meal prep about 3 days, plus the kids will get sick of eating the same thing. So I'm gonna show you a couple of the things that I meal prepped. Some of the recipes are on Instagram. It's gonna be, rather than a recipe video, more of just like a run through of the ingredients. But that way you guys can get an idea of what we typically would eat, and if I'm meal prepping, like things that are just really easy to put together. So I hope you enjoy. Okay, so don't mind my voice, but meal prep 1 is chia seed pudding. So I just use these glass mugs so that the kids can see through. There's like some banana and stuff in there. But I make a big batch of the chia seed pudding and then I just separate them, and this lasts us for about 2 days for breakfast. I don't like to go like usually 3 days. It starts to get weird at that point. But it's so simple. I just do not really a specific measurement, but the recipe is on Instagram if you're interested for exact measurements. But it's just chia seed with full fat coconut milk, and I use some Ancient Nutrition vanilla collagen to sweeten it naturally, but you could use stevia, maple syrup, whatever you like. And then I just mix that together and I let it sit overnight. Again, there's full fat coconut milk in here, and I just let it gel up, and the chia seeds are organic. And then the morning of, all I have to do is just put it into a cup or a bowl, and I top it with some banana and whatever fruit I have on hand. Today it's banana and passion fruit. And this is what we will have for breakfast, and it's just the easiest thing to have, and it's a perfect way to start off your morning with lots of healthy fats, protein, and fiber. The next 2 items that I prepped for snacks are carrot sticks and hard-boiled eggs. So these I just want to talk about for a minute because they're so good. My grandma taught me this, and I've been doing this with carrots ever since. And so you just get a glass container and you get peel and cut up some organic carrots, and then I throw them in the bottom with the juice of 2 organic whole lemons and about a teaspoon of salt, and then you let them sit in the fridge overnight or for a couple days, and they taste absolutely incredible. Just so good. So my kids will be snacking on this throughout, you know, the next 2-3 days. And hard-boiled eggs as well, which are just organic, free-range or pasture-raised eggs. Sometimes I'll throw a little bit of kelp salt on the egg, but that's what we do for snacks. So the chia seed pudding is what we did for breakfast. These are what we're gonna do for snacks. I'm gonna show you what I prepped for some lunch. Okay, for lunch is this massive bowl. It doesn't look huge, but it's massive. It's a big bowl of seafood salad. So I have some wild-caught scallop and shrimp. I did about $40 worth, so it's a ton of seafood, and I just chopped it up small. And I also have some organic green peppers, which my skin never ever in the past and now doesn't react negatively to green peppers, so I could always do like jalapenos and green peppers, but I just can't have red. You can, if you don't have autoimmune and you really want red, I would highly recommend adding red pepper and tomato to this. It would taste amazing. But for us, we just do green pepper because of my issues with, you know, consuming too much nightshade, specifically the red family. So yeah, I did green peppers, lots of white chopped onion, and then a ton of lemon. I think I used 4 or 5 big, large organic lemons in this. I did olive oil, salt, pepper, and a little bit of chili and cayenne. I can do red pepper if it's small amounts like in spice. So that's what's in here. It's delicious. This is what we're gonna do for lunch. It's protein packed, it's keto friendly, candida friendly, absolutely delicious. The other 2 things that we do for lunch are large salads. So while these are not prepped, they are part of my meal prep. So I love the Mother Raw Caesar organic dressing. It's vegan, it's delicious, and it has little, and this video is not sponsored, by the way, just love them. So it has little, excuse me, packets like this. And you could just use one whole one on a salad. It's the most delicious Caesar salad dressing I've ever had. For those of you who have mast cell activation, candida, it does have nutritional yeast right here, nutritional yeast. I'm fine with having it, you know, here and there because I don't have candida or anything like that. But if you do have it, just be careful that there is nutritional yeast, but otherwise the ingredients are fantastic. So I don't like add nutritional yeast to everything I eat, but if it's in a tiny bit of dressing or something, I don't mind it at all. So I have 3 boxes of this in my fridge, and I will do a packet over some salad, which I kind of pre-chop. And then I have a bunch of bags of these in my fridge just for snacks as well, or to put on the salad. I love lupini. They're one of our favorite snacks, and Brammy is amazing because they're not GMO and the ingredients are just absolutely delicious and clean. Look how good that is. So we love these a lot. My kids will snack on these, but again, usually we just put them on salad for like more protein. So this is kind of what else we've prepped for our lunches, and I am gonna show you what we're doing for dinners. The next item of prep, which I'm doing this morning, is some chicken soup. I didn't do it last night like I did the chia seed pudding, just because I didn't have time for it to cook fully. So I have lots of filtered water, and I threw in some organic free-range pasture-raised chicken drumsticks, skin on, everything on. I'm gonna let these cook, and once the meat gets soft enough, I will flake the meat off the bone, put the meat on the side, and throw the bones back in and simmer for about another 6 hours to get a little bit more nutrients from the bone, so it's a little bit of a stronger bone broth. Then I will add the chicken back in along with all of our veggies and spices and herbs and seasonings, and then we will have chicken soup, which will last us about 3 days probably. I'm gonna be giving some to a friend of mine as well, so it's a really large pot. All right, so here's the soup. I took all of the chicken out, I deboned it, and I flaked the meat. So this meat is gonna just sit aside, and I put the bones back in. So the bones are now gonna cook just to make more of a bone broth. And then I'll take the bones out, discard them, strain the soup, and then I will add this with the veggies and everything else back to the broth. Okay, so I took the bones out, and now I just added more water because it was really reduced, and I threw in carrots, onion, ginger, garlic, turmeric, celery, and I have some noodles. So these are the Go-Go Quinoa's gluten-free noodles. They were the spaghetti ones that I just kind of broke into smaller pieces. They taste really, really good, and they're just made with some quinoa and I believe amaranth. And so that way we have like a really good chicken noodle soup, but it's gluten-free. I'm gonna throw in some lemon when this is all done, and I have some dried organic oregano as well. And once it's all finished, I will just throw in the chicken and it'll be done. All right, guys, the soup is done. It's chunky and delicious and packed with so much healing nutrition, and ooh, it's very steamy. And vitamin C, I did squeeze some fresh lemon in here. I did leave about 3 bones in here, which I like to keep in the fridge while the soup is obviously in the fridge, and I find that like the soup gets more gelatin in it when we do that, so that's why I leave those in. But smells absolutely heavenly. This pot is massive, so it's gonna last us a long time, but because I'm giving some to a friend, we'll probably get 2 or 3 days out of this after that. But you can make a big batch and freeze it if you like. You can do whatever you like, but this is what we do. We were a little bit sick from our trip, so this is perfect just to have like a healthy, warming dinner. Okay, so the last thing that I meal prepped were these delicious chocolate coconut raw energy bites. So it's just some cocoa powder, some raw almond butter, coconut oil, a little bit of honey, and I stirred in some gluten-free organic oats, lots of shredded coconut, and some cacao nibs and vanilla multi-collagen. So super clean, but just a really nice treat to have. We keep them in the freezer, and if we want something sweet, this is what we will be having. So it's high fiber, just really yum. So there you have it. That's what I've meal prepped for the next couple days. Like I said, some of the recipes are on Instagram, so I hope you guys head over there, check out my page, and give me a follow because I share lots of awesome recipe and content there. But stay tuned for more videos that will be coming out soon. Bye!